Hey guys, Agent here. Just doing another quick 25K flip video. Read the disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Okay, take a quick peek at the crypto chart. So the monthly performance, at least Bitcoin and ETH is still up, so it's a positive. The weekly, not so much, pulled back a little bit. Nothing is really standing out. The daily, just the daily started a couple hours ago, so we're up just a tad. Hex is up a little bit. Okay. Take a quick peek at the crypto chart again. Go 12-month down. Just do a quick analysis of what's going on, and then we'll do some trading. So the yearly chart still inside year. Need to get out of this range. 6-month chart, we did break the prior two, so that's a 2-2 reversal with time frame continuity the upside. Quarter, we went two inside bar, two down, broke and hit our target to the left. So our next target is 46 area, and we've got full time frame continuity on the quarter. The month, Bitcoin 3-1. As soon as that broke that one, you could have got in. And you can always look at lower time frames to get in these bigger time frame, juicier moves. Targets to the left, the high of that bar, then to the left, to the left, to the left. So I broke that target, I believe, of this bar. So the next one's up here at 31,000-ish. Okay, so like I said, drill down to find your way in these juicier moves. So right here is about where I got in the 2-1-2 reversal. Plus, this candle went two down, but it was still strong. It went red to green flip. So it showed some strength there. Then we had inside indecision, popped up. Then you're able to add when that monthly candle broke. So that's what these candles are back here, is higher time frame candles. So you're able to add here, set your stop here. Traditionally, you would cut it here at the low of this candle when it broke it. All right. And now we're sitting inside week with a new inside week. So which way is going to break first? We always want to look for that next two. Which way is it going to go? So right now, no, I don't know. The daily, we did 2-2 reverse. I put a little scalp screenshot out showing where a target would be. It hit my area, but my stop got hit. So lost $0 on that. But hey, it's heading up. We've got that 2-2 reversal, and we want that day to continue up. And then our next target would be that 24 area. Okay. And again, you can always drill down to find entries when you see higher time frames set up. So the strategy I'm using is called The Strat by Rob Smith. He lives in Chicago. Look him up. Go give him a visit. Go visit the Strat Cave and ask him all the questions you want. So he believes there's three types of candles types. The inside bar, where, let me show you this picture here. The inside bar, it can't break the previous bar's high or the low. Then he believes there's a two down scenario for the two bars. It breaks the previous candle's low, but can't get above doesn't break the high. Then there's a two up scenario. It breaks the previous candle's high, but doesn't break the low. And then finally, the broadening formation. It breaks the previous candle's high and low. And this is where certain phenomenons happen. So let's minimize that. Okay, let's take a quick peek at the ETH chart. Inside year prior. We need to get out of this range. So what breaks first? And we want to look for that time frame continuity, which we have, but it's still inside. So we need to break that 2000 area next on the 6 month. Inside, two up breaks. Our next target is the 2000 area. And the weekly, the monthly, like I said, you can go to smaller time frames to get you in. So the 3, 1, 2 hit our target here. The next target's there about 1800 area. And the weekly, This is a little stuck in this range here, but here's that 3 down, 2 flipped red to green. So that's a little strength. Then you had the indecision candle, and then it broke. Could have added there for ETH, and then when it broke the monthly, you could have added there. So you'd have been in twice, and you would have been stopped out right here. So remember, you set your targets on the way up even to the left. So your target would have been here, and you would have hit that. But if you trail the stop, as soon as that 2 broke here, 2 down, this prior low, I would have got out if I was in ETH. But or you set your targets to the left, so target 1, where we would have re-added there, and then here's your next target, and it was hit. So that's a nice little trade, 1240 to 1670, 1700 area. Okay. On the day, guys, daily's your quarterback. If you're not a 2 up or 2 down on the day and don't have full time frame continuity, meaning all these time frames are heading up, don't get into trade. The probability of you winning isn't as well if you don't have this time frame in your favor. So right now, that 2-2 reversal also on ETH, a little stronger here, push, and then maybe we get that next day, 2-day. Then, of course, you can go lower to look in. And then one of my favorite cryptos that's made me some decent money, Hex. Inside year, 6 month inside, we need to break that 7.3 cents. And then the 2-2 reversal here on the 3-month chart. And then the monthly, that 2-1 breakage. So 2.8 was your spot to get in. And the weekly, you saw that month break here right after a 3-1-2. That's strong break and a signal on the lower time frame. This is where I talked about you see your monthly setting up. You can go to lower time frames to get you in, because you know if this works, the month's going to work, and so forth. So if you're at the day works, the week works, the month works, right? And you got time frame continuity in your favor when you're doing that. And then there's the daily. So 3-2-2, we're still down. If we get this 2-2 reversal here, and then that time frame daily should flip, then you could probably start looking for setups again or ads. Just all these prior weeks in crypto are down. So it's like, are we just reversing a little bit to dump more? I don't know. So just use your daily as driver, candle as your quarterback, and get in lower time frames. As long as you follow that daily bar and you got time frame in your favor, the probability of you winning is high. Okay. So now we'll go to our Bitcoin trading challenge. So let's go to history. Actually, you can count yeah, here it is. So when we ended yesterday, we made that. I think it went up to like $130, but we got stopped out at 50. I accidentally hit sell, and I meant to buy when I was doing this order. So I lost $2. So we're up $115 in 2 officially recorded sessions, I think. But here's your wins and losses. So really it's 3 and 2, right? Because this doesn't count. And that was, I could have made money on this, but I stopped out at even. But it did play out. So, because what I was thinking here was, let's go to Bitcoin on the 4 hour. So I knew that this 3 bar here, 2 up, would have gave us these targets, right? A 3-2, right? And we had kind of a hammer here, candle on the 3. So my targets were here, but I just set my stop too low. But it did eventually play out and hit the target. So now you're 2, looking for that next 2. So your target would really be at 24,000. So now, how do we find an entry? Well, you got to watch the paint dry. Most important thing, you have time frame continuity. As we're scalping on these lower time frames, I want to see at least the 4 hour down in the same direction. Daily would really help. When you're day trading, you want to see that day, 4 hour all go in the same direction. So we got time frame continuity right now. So now we watch paint dry and we figure out when a good setup is. So some people might, well, let's go short here, but you know, probability is everything's they're taking the ass because the price is heading up. So we got to be patient and find a setup going long. So we'll just drill down. I'll keep looking for setups and we'll go from there. So if you got any questions, um, ask away. Please follow me on YouTube, Twitter. Check out my page. I'm putting all these resources out here to explain the system. Go check out Rob Smith. He's got a room where you can log in and he'll teach you this in the traditional markets, but you can learn it for free by searching or using this channel. So let's go ahead and try to find a setup. I'll be back when I find something. If you got any questions, let me know. What we're looking for is maybe a little pullback and then a reversal so we can go long if this time frame stays in our favor here. That 4 hour chart. Then the 4 hours inside also. I believe the day's inside too. Yeah. Normally you don't want to trade on an inside day. You'll get chopped back and forth. But because I can only log in now, this is what I'm dealt with. So let's see if we can find a setup. So we're trying to find a setup that will break that 4 hour, the day. Okay, the hour did break here. So maybe this was it. That inside indecision, 2 up, inside, 2 down, strong enough to buy it up. And now we got a 2-2 reversal. And we've got full time frame continuity. You know what? For trading purposes here and demo purposes, I think I'm going to take this. Really, you should take it right here. So we're about $20 off, but I'm going to give it a shot. So let's go ahead and buy. All right. So we bought. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to set my stop to the low right here. So we're hoping that hour breaks, which breaks the 4 hour and the day up. That's what we're hoping happens here by taking this setup on lower time frame. So our target would be this high, and then we'd have to go maybe to 4 hour to see our next target. So that would be your first target. Second target up here. Some people like that ain't a scalp. No, it could be a little 4 8 hour swing trade. So let's see what happens. So if it breaks that day, we would make 110. Your risk reward here isn't that great, so you probably want to scalp this thing to at least here. So that would make you about 450 on a scalp to lose. So it's at like 3.5, almost 4 to 1 risk reward. Not bad. And time frames in our favor. And again, what we're doing here is this 30-minute nothing. That's really a 2-2. But I like the setup here, right? So brand new day. We went 2 up, then inside indecision, red, meaning it sold down more than anything. And then the 2 down, but it was strong enough they bought it up, and then we got a 2 up. So we got that 2-2 reversal here on the day. It might not work, but it's worth a shot, I think. And we've got, again, the most important thing, time frames in our favor. When I end the stream, I'll publish the idea. That way you guys will see if it hit target or not, because I normally just stream for 1 hour and then take questions and then we end stream. So let's see what happens watching the paint dry. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Like I said, check out my links and learn the system. It's an amazing system. Works with all asset classes. Works on any time frame. It's the exact same everywhere. So we're in the trade right now, and we're gonna see what happens. We did take that 2. We got that 2 down, brand new day, inside bar, sold off. Then we had the 2 down bar, but it was strong enough they bought it up. Now we got that 2-2 reversal, and we had time frame in our favor. But now it looks like it's going against us. But you can't panic here. It's early in the day, but I think this is a good shot here. Could be wrong. If we are, we take our loss and we look for the next one. Because when these things work, they really work. It can make your whole day, your whole week, your month, even your year. And sometimes, like Rob says, it can make your whole life because it's that good of a trade. But let's wait and see what happens here. Paint drying. I am a little nervous about this week as it is an inside week, but day is hopefully going to break up here. That's what we're hoping for. Traditionally, just for demonstration purposes, I took this, but because I can only stream so many hours a day, certain times of the day, you want this to be a 2 up. You'd really want to get in here where I put a scalp in. If you check out my profile yesterday, I got stopped out for 0 loss, but it did work out. So that was really where you get in from a lower time frame, like I explained earlier in the video. This would be your next high to the left, right? Besides here, the high of this bar, then right here. So we'll set it there. That's 2 to 1. You win 2 to 1 risk reward every time. You'll be just fine. Hey, Mr. J. Thanks for tuning in. Got any questions? Hopefully, you heard why we're in this setup and see what happens here. This is where you can turn on your favorite show, go make dinner, take your dog for a walk, play a video game. You know where your loss is going to be. You know where your targets are. So this is now you've done your hard work. You did your research. Now you wait. It is early in the new day, inside day. I talked about it earlier. You really should wait for this to break and then get in. But for demonstration streaming purposes, I did take this early, but I explained why here. So the ideal entry right now would have been right here. Right. And then your target would be here because it's to the left. And really, you could go here if you want, where we're setting our target. Then you'd walk it up, right, to the left. So that high, this high, this high, so forth, till you hit your targets. So once you hit your first target, you take some profit, so forth and so forth. So there's our target right now. And if you know you're trying to get in for a longer time frame, your dollar cost and then you want to just add, you're adding, you can almost set your stop here for this entry or even below this previous daily candle, right? It's only, you'd lose $500 worth of value of whatever you've put in times every Bitcoin, 500, which isn't a bad stop. You want to keep your stops tight, and then just might get frustrating because you get stopped out a lot, but normally when it goes, it'll go these setups. So you just got to be patient, take your little cuts, but then really let it rip and make that money when it goes. So again, this would have been my target, but for demo purposes, so I can end the stream, I'm going to take it if the day breaks that previous high. The risk reward isn't there where we want. Really, I would put your target here. But again, for video and demo purposes, I would stick with where I showed you guys on the 4 hour. Because remember, that hour is going to break, this 4 hour breaks, and the day breaks. You got some momentum. You probably will hit this. But of course, nothing's guaranteed in trading. So whatever the trade gives you, you got to take. But that's a reasonable target, 24K. Of course, I got this from lower time frames where you could get in on these moves. So you know you got a 2-1, possible 2 continuation. It would break your day also to a 2-2 continuation up. And then your target would be here, always to the left. So let's see what happens. Normally when stuff like this breaks, you get that nice pop. So if you look at lower time frames in the stock market to the cash market, when this happens and all sets up, sometimes you can get a nice little pop, put a couple options on, and then you get a nice quick return in 5 minutes. Sometimes it'll keep going. You can make a good day out of a simultaneous break on different time frames, setting up other things and so forth. If anybody's got any questions, put them in the chat, and we'll go from there. These are the setups I'm looking for using the strat. Earlier in the stream, we went over the 3 bar types. So just to re-review, the inside bar, it can't take out the previous candle's high or low. The 2 up, it takes out the previous candle's high, but not the low. The 2 down takes out the previous candle's low, but not the high. And the outside bar, it takes out both ranges. It takes out the previous candle's high and the low. Then you're looking for one of these combos on the setup, and you get in as soon as that breaks. It's not hindsight, it's right away. Set your stops tight, and you see where your targets are to the left. So we are currently trying to get in a 2-2 reversal. Bullish right here, reversal. So we had that 1. So I believe it's a rev strat to the upside, right? The 1, 2 down, 2 up. So we had a 2-2 bullish rev strat to the upside, and our target would be here. But again, that's going to set up the 4 hour to break and the day. So like I said, sometimes we get a good oomph when that all time frame set up like that. So we might get a nice little pop and hit that target, what we talked about, a little higher than where we set now. So what constitutes a good trade? A 2 in your favor. That means the daily 2 bar going up, or a 2 up candle, right? A 3 bar in your favor. So for a 3, right, they take out the previous high and the low. So it's time frame in your favor, and the 3 is going in your favor. And then time frame continuity, we talked about it. All time frames, are they heading up or down? So if you're scalping, say your 4 hour, your hour, and your 30 minute are all heading up, preferably your day also, or are they all heading down, right? If they are, then you can take the short. When we got in this trade, it was our time frame was in our favor, and we are inside day. Be careful on inside days, but again, we just took the trade because um, for demonstration purposes. But like I said, and I explained it, it could trigger multiple time frames to pop. And then again, what's a losing trade look like? A chop, right? Your inside bar, like we are now on the day. And if we do get chopped here, go back and forth. It's good, even good for the video to show you guys what happens. And then a two going against you. So say we're trying to go long here, but we see it's a two up, but it's red, right? Or you're trying to go short here, but you got a two up bar in the hour. It's like, what are you doing? And most likely time frame continuity was in your favor. You're going against the time frame continuity and the direction of the candle, or a three. So you're trying to go long here, and maybe time frame continuity was all down, and they're selling off, right? And then again, time frame not in your favor. So right now, say we decided let's get in right now on this inside day, which is a no-no. Again, we did it just for demo purposes to how to set up this trade. And then time frame continuity's all heading down right now, even though it's inside bars. Still, it's all heading down, so you would want to really wait. So the ultimate setup would be right here. If this 4 hour candle breaks and your daily breaks, that's just the perfect entry, I believe. And then your stop, I'd put it either below this hour 4 hour candle, that's what this little box is, or down here. That's where I'd set my stop. But you should get a nice little pop. And that entry target here, here, and here is very possible. But again, nothing's absolute in trading, so we take what we get. So again, we're watching paint dry here. You could be looking at other assets, other time frames on different assets and trying to find you other setups. But we're looking for one of the strat combo setups and time frame in our favor. If you've got time frame continuity in your favor and one of these strategies heading your way, the probability of your win is a lot higher than normal. Because most people come in blind and say, "Oh, because of this pattern, let's do it." But your time frame continuity might not be in your favor, or it might be heading down, and maybe they're doing one of those scenarios we talked about. They're going against a three or a two, right? Or time frame continuity, and they don't realize it. And say you're doing this on any other lower time frame, and this thing starts to go against you, you can set your stops at a lower time frame, right? Get take your loss, wait for it to reset up, and then go again. I know people always ask what indicator am I using. Strat Assistant. Search it. And I don't have these two bar shapes checked or the bar color. And the reason why is because I want to see this. We have a 2 down, but they bought it up, right? It went red to green. I like to see that. That shows me there's some strength there. And of course, we had that reversal, a 3-2-2 reversal. So that worked out. And I also used the multi time period charts for these time frames behind me so I can see what's ahead of me on different time frames. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. In about 10 minutes, we'll cut the stream. What I'll do is publish an idea so you guys can see and hit the play button and see if it hit in the future. But right now, we're going to sit and let the paint dry and go from there. Got any questions, please put it in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Don't try to learn all these combos and setups at one time. Just be a one-trick pony. Find out the one that you want to learn the most. Maybe the 2-2 reversals. Get good at those. Make sure, and then always make sure your time frame's in your favor. Get good at the bullish reversals and the bearish reversal. And when you get good, add on, right? So just take it one step at a time and you'll get better. If you have to, paper trade. Paper trade away. Sometimes when you get in positions like this and you're stuck in the range like this, it's sometimes best to get out and just wait. But for this demo purpose, we're going to stay in this trade, either get our stop taken out or hit our targets we talked about. And I will publish the idea at the end of the stream so we can see if it played out. Because you want it to just go. You don't want to sit around like this, just be stagnant. Normally with these setups, when they work, they just go. It's kind of just hovering right now. And it's probably normal because we are inside day, so people are trying to decide, do they want to buy this thing up or maybe sell. Everyone's nervous. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, just look at my links on my profile and watch the stream through. I'll post the idea. I'll publish the idea to show you what happened with the stream. We can hit play. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.